Bicep gone. That's the sound it made on the end of the tire. Ah! How funny would that be? Catastrophic injuries. Double patellar tendon. Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Please edit that in.
Oh, we'll keep
That's
it in.
intro. My bicep tore. I heard it throughout my body. Catastrophic injury. Okay, guys. This is a real episode. We're back. We've got a few days to rest. I feel like since we got back, I've slept an unreasonable amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So
travel
many
day
hours.
sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day after we got back, I did a full day home, and then the next day my parents were like, we need to ride to the airport at 6 in the morning. And I was like, don't like that. I'm still on East Coast time.
Fuck.
So I was like, I'm going to take him to the airport. I'm going to go to the gym, take a little nap in the office, and then train. I slept for 6.5 hours in here.
Just on the floor?
I was on the floor for 3.5 with my head on some t-shirts. And then Kevin's dog woke me up because he was in here programming. And then I went to sit in the chair. I was like, okay, I'll wake up a little bit in the chair, watch some reels. I fell asleep sitting up in this chair for an additional 3 hours.
Holy cow, dude.
And all the coaches that came in here, like, it was crazy. We didn't want to disturb you at all.
So is that a total of 9 hours?
No, 6.5 hours total.
Total.
3.5 on the
Okay.
ground, 3 in the chair, undisturbed.
That's crazy.
And I was like, no, I should go home. I felt terrible. But yeah, that was an exhausting trip.
That was
Yeah.
tiring. I think I've just been still in work mode this whole week. And
Yeah.
it hasn't hit me yet because I've been like drained, but waking up at like earlier than before we left because of East Coast time, and like it's just got to keep going. It doesn't really stop.
I had a headache from Monday morning, and it finally went away on Wednesday afternoon. Like, I just felt terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of days. I think that was the part we didn't equate for, is we're like, we can do this. This will be easier than Rainier. Because Rainier we have to run the show and do all the media.
Yeah.
This is just the media. This was twice as long as Rainier. It was 4 days of streaming.
Yeah.
I guess in my head I was thinking like, yeah, it's only men and women, like 2 days, even though I knew it was 3. And then adding amateur in there, it was like, oh, this is 4 days of streaming. It was a long comp.
Yeah, it was 6 different streams. In 2 days, we did pre-streams, which wasn't really a lot of work.
But it was like extra prep, you know?
Yeah. And the arena, if you got a chance to watch it, the arena's 200 plus feet long. And they're running forklifts and moving equipment. And it's a crew that's not used to working around a camera crew. So like the amount of camera moving and just like coaching of people that weren't on our team, but by the last day, they had it figured out. They'd ask Braden, hey, can I drive the forklift over here? Or can we start the event?
Yeah,
That's
was
a
nice.
crazy thing for a promoter to get used to, is like, oh, we're ready to start. No, we're not. Check in with the media team. And we kept up. I think we only held them up twice. The first time the women did the medley, it took
Yeah.
us a minute.
A little bit for the men medley, like couple minutes just getting things moved at the end. But it was definitely a eye-opening experience losing a 150-foot HDMI cable on day one.
Day one, dude.
We made it through amateurs fine, and then going into the women the next morning, or the amateurs, I guess, the next morning, just didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And that was our main run over to like the VIP side of the arena. So
Yeah. It would have made everything so much easier to have, because the plan was to have a power source and a long HDMI on both sides of the arena. So you could just set cameras where you wanted. Day one, that got fucked up.
And we had enough cameras that like we could have just left one on each side
Yeah.
and not have had to even move them. But then, yeah, we lost that. I couldn't find the 100-foot HDMI when I was running it up to the scissor lift, because we could have used that 150-foot cable instead and put the 100 up there, but I couldn't find it on prep day. So
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Now we have a 100-foot that needs to be ran as brand new and is curling up. And
I'm trying to think of other weird logistical things. We had to bring a scale so
everywhere.
that we could get our bags underweight on the scale of 6 or 7 check bags between merch. And so as we're packing up to go home, we're literally weighing our bags. So we had to avoid overweight. We had multiple meetings with JF about internet,
Yep.
That's the funniest thing is I love JF to death, but we're like, we need an Ethernet. We cannot do Wi-Fi. And he's like, done. I asked the arena. They said yes. And we get there and they're like, there's great Wi-Fi for the event. We're like, God damn it.
And they also tested it, and it was 5 megabytes per second up and down. That's like
Terrible.
That's like great for the middle of Ashford, maybe. You know, like
The middle of nowhere internet.
Yeah.
Like that's nearly point phone towards satellite to send text.
so they ended up getting us an Ethernet. Well, they also didn't realize like we had the cords. They were like, "Oh, we don't have a cord that long." It's like, "No, we have the cord.
Yeah.
We just need a port."
In that morning, it seemed like everyone trying to help us was the worst English speakers of their whole team was there.
Yeah.
All the French speakers were there. The English speakers were helping JF offsite. So we're like, God damn it, we're just trying to get internet.
And they ended up somehow connecting with the restaurant across the parking lot and running it into their basement. That was like 150 degrees.
Yeah.
And we ran it up through their basement stairs across the parking lot under the fence to get to our booth.
Yes.
And we had great Wi-Fi. We never had any issues with losing the stream there. We only lost the stream once, and it's because Alec and Zach needed a monitor because they couldn't see the athletes on the power stairs. Because where the power stairs were located, we were literally right behind them. So you were just the whole medley was like blocked for them. And we ran a monitor over there, and when we unplugged the monitor to plug it back in, it's crashed all of OBS.
Sick.
But other than that, not the worst technical difficulties. I mean, people on stream seem to not really see any of the panic, but like transceivers and receivers stopped working on day 3, which was a pain. So we had to go like 1 wireless camera, 2 wired, kind of simplify it.
My one athlete interview was the one time our wireless mics got picked up by the transponders for the arena mics. So I just started talking and I'm like, am I talking to this entire arena right now?
It was weird.
with a literal like social media mic. I'm talking and like it's playing on the loudspeakers. And I was like, what is happening right now?
And
It's
if
like, Braden, did you do this? And you didn't know what I was talking about because your
I couldn't
headphones on.
hear it. Yeah.
And I was like, Braden, can I stop? And we're like mid-interview and I'm on the Jumbotron. I'm like, okay.
And it ended up being that they had like their receivers like up high next to us. And I don't know if it just, he said what frequencies he was running at, but I can't check those mics.
No.
You know, I could Google it, and they're preset frequencies to the transponder. And then later on, I turned it on to, I was going to put one out on the arena for the national anthems. And I turned it on in the booth, and it just like messed everything up on the
That's what
arena.
that was.
That's what that was. So it turned out if you turn the mics on in the arena or in the booth, it messed everything up. But if you like walked out, it was fine.
Yeah. I think, front to back, I think it was a good stream. The feedback was really, really good. I think a lot of the things that I want to talk about will be answered when we get to questions. But I kind of want to open with like the side of the show, the amateur show. You actually competed. You're our only person on the team. Well, I guess he had Canadians on the team. Only person on the team competing. How was that experience?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
It was a great experience.
Yeah.
The show was ran great. And, you know, I'm a Canadian pro now, so that's pretty cool.
Have we gotten final clarification on what that means?
So I have my pro card for the circuit
Yes.
up in Canada. It's not a part of Strongman Corp. So I can do the circuit pro shows like not Canada's Strongest Man, but like the same people that run that, I can do those shows.
Yeah.
But I don't have a Strongman Corporation pro card, which means the U.S. won't honor it. So I don't have a U.S. pro card, so I can still do nationals.
Is that because of the separation of like Sam and Max now own Strongman Corp and it's separate from the circuit?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So I'm a Canadian pro.
So your roundabout path was kind of just for fun?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's whatever. We'll go to nationals and do my best, try to get my pro card there.
So this is the second time that if the rules were how they used to be, you'd be a U.S. pro. but you're still not a U.S. pro.
I was screwed out twice.
Screwed out of it twice.
That's fine.
And
Yeah.
that just means you can compete in all of the circuit shows and America's Strongest Man without being a pro.
That's true. Yeah, I can go to America's. Yeah.
You could have the craziest amateur career ever,
know.
just doing Canadian pro circuit shows.
I know.
And America's Strongest. Avoid everything else.
And those pay money too, dude. It's actually crazy.
Out here as an amateur making dollars.
Yeah, making dollars.
Winning $2,000 at the Farm Strong Circuit Show. Mm-hmm. Honestly,
Yeah.
it looks kind of sick. JF's doing it. You could sign up.
I know.
You can compete with JF.
It'd be kind of sick.
Honestly, that was my main motivation on that Las Vegas Pro-Am. Mm-hmm. I was like, I probably shouldn't do this, but if JF and Dimitar show up like they said they are, I'm in.
Yeah. That would have been sick, dude.
Sickest podium ever.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they would have podiumed in that show.
No.
JF probably. I don't know.
I don't know.
The guy that won, I think his name is Martel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude's gonna be a problem and a half. But
No.
yeah, no, all around pretty good, pretty cool. It is funny. Like even when they were announcing podium, we're like, is Sturg a pro? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because 2 out of the 3 dudes on the podium were American.
I know. They announced it that we've got our pro cards in the U.S. and Canada, but there was a miscommunication there.
Yeah, because the circuit Instagram messaged me. I was like, we clarified. They're pros.
Yeah,
and
they
then
sent that to
later
me
on,
too.
they're like, no,
No, not pros.
not pros.
No, just
Right.
just for the Canadian circuit, which
Yeah.
is fine. I still got a pro card on basically the 5-year to the day that I started doing strongman. So
That's cool.
yeah,
Well, and like any Americans out there that just want like experience on crazy implements with a good crowd, like you can do North America's amateur.
it was a hard show.
You
too.
can just do it.
Yeah.
Like it's something you can do if you're still in that stage of like, okay, even if you went pro, we're not going to design your whole next year around being a pro.
no.
You're still in this like middle phase of building. Doing something like North America's amateur is like a great experience builder.
Yeah.
You got a super heavy truck pull. You get a crazy stones that are different.
Max wheel barrel,
Yeah,
Like-
it's shit you're never going to touch in an amateur
super
show.
heavy Conan's wheel.
Yeah.
It was like 500 or 550.
Well, and down the road, like how many guys get to go into their first North America's Strongest Man already touching half the shit?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And like dudes that get to touch the North America's equipment do better. You just buy yourself 5 points if you've been there before.
Yeah.
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 All right. I guess let's get into some of these questions.
Sure.
There's a lot. I only put this out like an hour and a half ago. And Andrew Langlar asked like 8 questions. I think he's just trying to create targeted great conversation, but half of these are Langlar. Did filming this experience change how you feel about stream quality of other shows?
Yeah.
I think that's more of a you guys question because I'm the one that actually streamed it. So it's
stream
like
quality, probably one of the best, like besides Rogue Invitational and stuff like that. Probably the best stream quality of any other strongman stream I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like, so the arena, the backdrop, the aesthetic does so much of the legwork for you. Like the Arnold backdrop or like being in the arena of Rogue with controlled lighting, that makes it seem professional off the jump, right? We're in a parking lot at a fair.
Yeah.
So like for the visual of like the actual athlete doing the event, I think you did as good as you could have. Any other feedback I heard was just like little aesthetic things or like you and Rob working out the chicken the rust off.
it was
Like,
more of the like overlay issues of like
yeah.
like how we're gonna do weight for the log, like figuring out that on the fly when the women was different than the men.
Yeah.
Like once we got to the men, that was easy when it's rising bar. But when
Yeah.
you have 3 attempts, it's like, oh, I have to change it every person practically.
It is like, yeah, any issues like that was just establishing a system with a show team that's not used to having to report to someone else. And also like some things like a lot of strongman, even at like Worlds, shit changes on the fly. And you had when you have a big team, changing shit on the fly is really easy. But it was you and Rob and a lot of tasks. One of the big bottlenecks was you were the only one that really understood the cameras like deeply. So you had to go do cameras and then Rob was left alone and Rob was kind of outgunned over there too. Right. So it's just like the bottleneck is one more person that understands a camera, understands cameras.
I think like overall like stream quality, I think it's kind of crazy how little of gear, like we've talked about this in the past of like seeing streams, whether it was Rainier a few years ago or like other people that like there's 1,000 pieces of gear and it's still not that good of quality. And it's like you could, we got lucky and got extra gear.
Yeah.
And
we had to bring like a Starlink that was the emergency. Like,
yeah,
if we know we have a good Ethernet cord in a expo with an arena that's 50 by 50, we could probably cut 100 pounds of gear.
we could do it in like one gigantic Pelican
Yeah.
and like 2 carry-ons.
And kick the shit out of these other companies doing streams.
Yeah, and it's like I look at, I mean, I guess when it comes to like weight class type shows, it's like they're trying to have more streams, but a lot of them have been not the greatest, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's like even some shows that like ADL struggled with because of like internet issues or things like that. It's like internet's the main thing. Once you have that,
and then just having systems, and it's like ADL is like the real ADL stream, because that's 2 different things.
it's too
now.
different. Yeah.
Like if you're actually properly paying for ADL, like OSG,
yeah.
you're gonna get your overlays. You're gonna get to use Lynn's proprietary system that like makes the overlays, does the data, does the scores. It literally integrates the score sheet with. That's a real ADL stream. And then there's like the ADL's my buddy. Mm-hmm. They're helping us out with this smaller show. That's just ADL helping out, because it's like to do the level that ADL's doing, you got to spend your 10 grand or 15 grand, whatever it is. Local shows or smaller shows can't do that. I think you're kind of filling this nice part of the market. You could fill this nice part of the market of like not being the $15,000 stream, but having as good of quality as you can without like those, top end perks.
Yeah, and I think it just comes down to the show of like how many athletes are there, because if we switch to VMix, the other program that ADL uses and Strongman Corp has used in the past and all of that, it makes integrating those name overlays 1,000 times easier.
Yeah.
So it's like we could do that and run it off of spreadsheets way easier. But it's like if it's just a pro show and I only have 20 to 30 athletes, like we can do it manually. You know, like we don't need to. The programs we use still automate all of the design. I'm not making 30 images. I'm just adding in 30 names.
Sure.
So I'd definitely like to continue to do more shows for others. And like, we've talked to Strongman Corp a bit already, and it just depends on who's able to pay. It's like somebody like the Sweaty Pig has flown me down, or I drove down for that one, but they plan on having me for most of their shows.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you don't need to charge 10 grand if like
you just create a plug and play system, automate as much as you can.
And if you're a 2-man team at the biggest, like Sweaty Pig shows, I can do with 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
America's I'd like 2 or 3, but like you don't.
North America is like we had a big team, but if it was refined and everyone was like not learning at North America's, it could be 3 or 4.
Yeah, I mean, like I could if it was just stream side of things and not dealing with like merch and anything else. It's like me and 2 others, but have somebody that knows cameras and somebody that knows OBS, and I can do both.
Yeah,
it's like we can fill in anywhere then and be fine.
This is kind of a change of topic. Did Tom Evans do enough to get a Rogue Invitational invite? Who from North America deserves to go? There's like 6 questions about Rogue on here.
Yeah.
Another question, just to tie it into the conversation, is there's 3 spots left. Who are the top 5 to 6 guys that deserve it? I think Tom Evans. Oh man, has Tom Evans done enough? I think so.
You had a great show at North America.
He did, and like as one of the guys, and I think the competitive guys that aren't British put Smo on this pedestal of like, if you can podium there or even just finish the show and not die, that is so much street cred among the guys. And Tom Evans did it like half broken.
Yeah.
He does that every show, half broken.
Yeah.
He just, the dude just battles. And I think Tom Evans is one of the guys. Bryce for sure. Foytu, Kordiaka, because Kordiaka was 4th. Kordiaka does these great finishes, but is constantly underrated. Just because, like, if he went to like the Arnold or Smo, he's not going to impress you.
Yeah.
But he does great. He's a great strongman.
Yeah.
Who would be next?
Do you know who had a great show in North America's? Guardione.
Guardione?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's done a better last like 18 months than Guardione that isn't in that list? I'm very biased on this. Jaco Schoonvinkel.
That's what I was
I
gonna
don't
say,
think Jaco has had a better last 18 months than Nick, but I think Jaco is a better strongman. I'll yell from the rooftops that Jaco's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flynn has been doing good recently.
Flynn,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't even be mad if they're like Flynn's the alternate.
Yeah.
Go for it. Great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who made the final at Worlds that isn't there.
Eddie Williams.
Eddie Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie wouldn't be a terrible like alternate or final invite either.
Yeah.
Eddie's competition schedule's been a little light because of all the other things he's doing, and he's not being shy about that. Like he's just making money. I didn't even think about that. Eddie would be not a bad. If they said Eddie Williams the alternate or Eddie Williams is the 10th or 11th spot, I wouldn't be pissed.
I'd honestly love for them to do 12 this year instead.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have to limit at 10 or if they can go up to 12. Like, depends
Yeah.
on the lanes, I guess. 5 and 5 or 6 and 6.
Well, my thought is, I hope this is what happened. In the initial round of invites, they invited one more man than women. Last time they did that, they invited the first half, and then after Smo, they invited the second half.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that what's already invited is half.
That's what I was hoping. Yeah.
If that's half, the roster size just grew, and we're going to get basically all those names I just said.
Was
but
there
it's-
6 or 7 guys invited?
7, I think.
Which would be a 14 if it was
14. And then if we go up to 14, it's tough because like Singleton last year in that time range I just kind of talked about, won a Giants, won Strongest Man on Earth.
half. Yeah.
Has done nothing since then, but there's a major injury in that gap, and he's kind of shanked a couple shows, and you admit that.
Yeah.
Singleton's on the bubble, which is crazy because he's won a major in the last 12 months, and
Yeah.
Singleton's on the bubble. But
If
I
you
think
go off of last year, Guardione and Evans need to be above Singleton.
you think so? Mm-hmm. I don't.
I mean, Nick made the finals
Mid finals.
and took 4th above Singleton.
Yeah.
He's been better in the last.
Sure, it's well if you
And finish the Giants live show.
The more recent you go, your
Yeah.
argument's right.
Yeah.
Rogue's point system is 2 to 3 years, I think. If you go on 2 to 3 years,
Singleton's
Evans in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nick's only been in the circuit for a year and a half. So
It doesn't matter. Like it does matter.
Yeah.
That's what's fun about a point system is like it matters, but then there's additional context that like you're never going to go just with the point system.
6 of those Giants live wins are 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So
And then like Matt Ragg also made the final at Worlds, didn't he? Yeah, because there was two Samoans in the final. It was him and Eddie.
Yeah.
Rag is criminally underrated. Like there was a time where like 12 months where everyone thought Rag is top 10 in the world. He kind of fell off for a second. He leaned out, changed coaches, got better. I think he's back.
he did a great job at Worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he still can't press for shit, but like everything else, he's the static guy that everyone knew he was, and he's became a good mover now. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be mad about a Matt Ragg invite.
No.
I guess it always, like, if you're basing it off the Arnold, which I bet Rogue is, they're going to invite extra for that reason that we don't want 9. You know, they don't want 3 to 4 people getting hurt.
Yeah, they should invite a couple extras.
And it's like, even with, like, you know, knock on wood, he's healthy for this year, but it's like Thor didn't do it last year, you know, like, but was invited on that list for the whole time.
Yeah,
And it's like, he'll come and do a deadlift no matter what. But,
That-
like, hopefully, I want to see him do the whole
I want
invitational.
Thor to do
you
the
know?
whole show.
He-
I think Thor's reached this. There's a certain legendary status where I don't give a single shit what you've done recently.
Yeah.
You're in, and I'm contradicting myself because in the past I've been critical of like a random Martins Lisi's invite, but then he came in and showed up, and
Yeah.
he would admit he's not as good as he's ever been, but a 80% Martins is still a top 10 in the world guy.
Yeah, as long as you're not, like, taking 7th, 8th, 9th,
Yeah,
like, you prove yourself. That
there's
you should
certain
be
dudes
there.
that any status of who they are, they're going to be top half.
Yeah.
I can't see Thor doing a show and doing shitty.
No.
No.
I mean, yeah, Arnold and Smo was podium and podium,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Those are the two heaviest shows on the planet.
Yeah.
Why is Tire Flip the best event and should be in every show? That's Langlar saying that.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
did Langlar even flip a tire?
Yes.
Okay.
He got
Okay.
to the stairs.
Oh, you got to
okay.
the stairs.
Yeah.
The majority of those guys
Langlar.
did not attempt or succeed with more than one flip. That was
Yeah.
a tough tire.
He was the of the Canadians. He was like the
was the
only
top,
big
right?
dog.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the big dude events. Langlar did really, really well. Like truck pull and the flip and all that kind of stuff. I think he was drastically underrated, but he was the highest rated Canadian on the final standings.
Yeah.
which is still 8th. USA. Anyways, which
968 to 500.
yeah,
Ooh. Damn, dude.
and 25% of your points were from Bailey and Canada Jackie.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
tough.
if you count podium in the amateur show, 2 Americans were on there too. We absolutely dominated. Just saying.
And every single other person in the show, Canadian.
Yeah.
Yep,
They
dominated.
still wouldn't have beat us.
We got
No, we could have maybe equated in all the points of the amateur show, and
If we
it would have
did
been close.
we did the amateur show. I think me and the guy in first got like 140 points in total combined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of depth to make up.
Over
for
1,000,
another
dude.
15 dudes. What shoes did Evan wear? The wrong
The wrong
ones.
ones.
Oh, and he was like, I can't find shoes. And I'm like, what? So I got more context, which I don't know if this is true, but this is I got this from Tom Evans, which I imagine means it's true because he's good friends with Shaw. He got throwing shoes and got them resold with the correct rubber.
Okay.
Because I knew Brian's truck pull shoes were custom, but I just didn't really know how. Like, was it a rock climbing shoe company? There's a way.
Yeah.
If I was Evan, I don't care if it costs $3,000,
What size does he wear?
like 18.
Okay. So it's like, yeah, you can get up to 16, like
Yeah. Well,
easily.
when Tom Evans was like, I got my feet in some, but my toes were so curled that when I stood up, like I felt like I was going to fall down.
Yeah.
You're kind of curled up in climbing shoes anyways, but I would pay whatever it cost because that event's not going away. And you just have to buy one and just don't wear them out.
And a lot of like something they should look into is like a lot of climbing gyms offer services through a third party. It's like Edgeworks even has a new almost like mailbox that you put a tag on with your name, number, and what sole you want, and you just drop it in the box. And they have a guy that does it himself out of the gym.
Yeah.
He'll just bring it back and charge you.
Yeah. It's one of those things
And I
where
guarantee you could talk to him and have any shoe sold to what you need to be.
if you do more networking than just Googling, you could figure this shit out.
And yeah, I think somebody brought it up at some point, but there's a new rubber that's like, we might need to get some shoes sold in.
I want to look at it.
I think
it's
it would be.
it's the race car tire rubber. Yeah.
It's for MotoGP bikes, and it's like only good on flat surfaces. That's perfect.
That's with some truck pull shoes. I see. I've spent absurd money to score maybe 1 point.
yeah.
So I've also lost shows by 1 point. So
Yeah.
the amount of money I'll spend for a point is a lot.
Yeah, dude.
Lessons learned, team wins for the live stream. I think we've covered a lot of that. I think I drastically underestimated how helpful Jake would be with technical shit. Jake is
He
not
like wanted to learn.
he's like, I want to learn
Yeah.
cameras, which
By
is
the
like
end, he was doing it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
which is like I wouldn't have. But Jake is just a guy who's like, if he sees a problem, he's going to try to fix it. He's a do shit guy.
Yeah. Jake was doing everything, dude. He was helping me a little bit at the amateur show. He was helping Braden with the cameras. He was helping some of the pro men get ready for their events.
He was kind of joking around about it. He's like, why are they listening to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I just gave Tom Evans advice on what to do on an event, and he's like, okay, that sounds good.
He helped
Yeah.
Tom with everything.
He was Tom's handler the
He
whole
was the whole weekend.
Tom at the end of the week is like, your boy Jake, great.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Well, but Jake just spends enough time around us, and we're the most like nerdy, technical strongmen. Like, even if we don't do it right, we understand how to do it right. So he's just picked up enough that he's like really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake never learned shitty strongman.
No.
No, which is super fun. He's just like the handler for the weekend. And then like certain days he went and got lunch. And like there's a couple guys on the crew, we kind of just wore different hats. You did a lot of different stuff. I felt like I did a lot of weird stuff. People were like, what was your role? I was like, I did some chords. I got lunch. I made sure the credit card didn't bounce.
Yeah, I competed.
I was the shuttle driver.
I competed. I helped with transitions for a little bit.
Yeah.
I helped move
That stressed
cameras.
you out.
That stressed me out, dude. The transitions
He
were
made it about
actually
8 minutes. I was like, can you
no,
come take over?
It was like 15, but it was stressful.
It's stressful. If the overlays get messed up, it's like, oh, wrong name on the stream. This guy sucks.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot. And Derek and Kayla helped too.
Yeah.
We had a lot of help.
Martin and Tyler out of Manitoba. So all said and done, we had way more people than we needed, but it was kind of nice because people kind of jumped into roles, stepped out of roles. Being 4 days in a row, If you had the same job all day long for 4 days, that would suck.
Yeah.
With
It also
no break.
I know.
You and Rob were the only two that had the same job for 4 days.
Yeah, but it allowed me to see too of like how many we will need in the future, and or like who did the best job in what spots of like, oh yeah, they're for sure like we need them there type of thing.
For sure.
So it was a good learning experience.
Please tell me you guys ended up in the green after all your hard work.
We'll see.
The term is in the black. The green that's not a financial term. Yeah, we are gonna.
Yeah.
We are. I have to. I got to crunch some numbers. There's still a decent couple things to pay for.
It'll really come down to like, because YouTube pays every like 28 days, but in a weird payment type, it's like, well, I'll end up not getting everything paid till like end of August probably.
Yeah, and I told everyone, I was like, just so you know, if you confront things, cool. I'm gonna get a random payment at the end of like it's like August 20 something.
Yeah.
And then another one with the tail of like September 20 something. And at that point, we'll have a really good understanding of what we made. The dashboard has good info. We're for sure covered. Everyone's going to get paid. They're going to get their stuff paid back. So like the support from everyone at home.
Helped us a ton.
Yes. And we reached the numbers that were our goals when me, Mitch, and Martins were in the show. We had this goal number of members. We hit that without them.
Yeah. And it was
like,
scary
shit,
because
if-
we were halfway
you were
there.
in.
If they were in the show, mainly of those three, Martins and Hooper,
You would have made double.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have added any because the people who support
already
me
gonna
were
watch.
already supporting,
Yeah.
right? So Hooper and Martins may have added another couple hundred people, and it would be real in the black.
Yeah. And it was like scary because we were only halfway there going into day 3.
Bro.
And then day 3 into 4 doubled our viewership.
When the membership dashboard only updates once a day, so we like get back to the hotels like there's 150 more. Yes, we're not going broke. I can afford the rental car.
We'd like see people in the chat subscribing to it, and we're like, oh,
Well, we'd have
there's
more
not
people.
very many on there. And then it
We'd have
all
more
updated
people
once.
viewing than the dashboard said was subscribed. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? So yeah, no, we're gonna make money on it. And cool thing, like team wise, like there's been so many shows where like you've worked a disproportionate amount of hours, and we kind of had to make a deal on it because like I can't afford to pay that. And you're like, okay, let's buy camera equipment so we
Yeah.
can build for the next thing. There's been so many things where it's like, let's build for the next thing.
And that's
this
useful.
is finally the next thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is the time that Braden has to get unapologetically paid. Like, there's no next thing, right? So, yeah.
Not till spring of next year, hopefully.
Yeah, there's always a next thing. If you could change one event in the show, what would it be and what would you change it to?
Tractor pull. Get that out, dude.
I thought it was sick.
Honestly, it was sick. It's just like, man, it was really hard.
Yeah.
You don't build speed, dude. We didn't know that when I went into
They
it.
kept brake checking everybody.
Yeah. Dude. They didn't warm up the transmission when I went out.
No, they didn't. They did laps around the arena for the pro men
Yeah,
to warm up the
they did
transmission.
not do that
Did
for
they
the-
do laps for the women?
They did for the women.
Yeah,
They
they
did?
did for the
Okay,
women.
that'd be a crazy oversight.
I
to,
thought
like,
they did for you guys too.
I don't know if they did, dude.
I could check the stream.
You could.
Because I just
you should
remember
check.
moving cameras, and I was like, that guy's not going to see this. From
Your
up
guy's
there.
gonna hit this fucking
Yeah.
camera.
Well,
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because like I've heard it from you, I've heard it from Alec, and I've heard it from Jake. Like if it was an actual truck pull, I had great technique.
You did.
On a tractor pull, it's completely different because you don't build momentum. It's
No.
just you hit that speed and then you have to grind through. And doing the short choppy steps is not good on that. I don't think.
No. I'd actually love to go back and watch who did really well and why. Because that's a good point. The different techniques for different, like if it's a super fast truck pull, the person that's all arms wins. If it's like a typical hard but momentum building truck pull, the thing you did is perfect. I'd like to analyze what the like grinder truck pull technique is.
Yeah.
There was a couple, like Matt Poirier kept doing like double-handed pulls, like settle both feet.
Yeah.
It's like he was
I
doing
saw
a
that a
start
decent
over and
amount.
over again.
Yeah.
And that was super smart because he's a smaller guy and he did well.
Yeah.
I'd like to do some studying. So
Yeah.
that's a film study moment. How did you guys feel? This is my own question. There were some things in the women's show, like the stone stands being absurdly high. They went dumb heavy. Well, they kind of had two shows. There was like
Yeah.
a group of women that could do heavier weights, there's a group of women that couldn't. Do you think those things were like appropriate? Like there's people like, no, this is a dumb choice, or even the men's final medley, like too heavy, dumb. Do you think it was would be a better show if they chose more realistic things, or is it just cool because it's North America's?
I think it's just cool because it's North America's, and if you finish that medley, you're hands down the strongest.
Yeah.
I think it was that, the skill gap was just too large in the women, unfortunately. And you have a Nez and AJ and Jackie's, like
some of the greatest in history.
Yeah. And then you
Versus,
have
like,
people
new
who
pro.
are like new pro or like, different weight class athletes or things that it was like, oh, yeah, they're not doing a 330-pound stone, or whatever the heaviest one was.
Well,
like,
Yeah.
You know, a lot of it I thought was actually dumb was the Viking press with the couch on there.
It's sponsor driven.
I know, but it looked dumb, man.
It's sponsor driven,
I
dude.
should have
know.
put people
It's
up there.
dollars, dude.
They should have put, if they put people up there, it would have been cool.
I didn't like Chad Coy's coaching ad,
No.
but sponsor, dude.
Sponsor.
Captain,
Strength captain,
Strength
the most
captain.
boomer commercial of all time.
Yeah.
But sponsor driven.
Yeah.
We got to deal with it. Putting their dollars. I like their other Viking press better. The big pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the tire flip should have been lighter just to make the medley speed. Like, the power stairs is heavy enough that, people are going to struggle once they get there.
I still think a 900-pound tire would have still made it a deathly hard medley.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
three guys finish. It's still a great conclusion to the show. I think 1100 is not we have a tire flip in a medley weight.
Yeah.
That's like a yoke. You're not going to, the medley yoke isn't 1200. No. The medley yoke is 900 to 1000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they chose we're just like that weight is great if the event is 5 flips. That's the event.
Yeah.
1100 pounds split times per flip. 11's great.
I would like to see him take Hercules out and do like a frame with a medley with a frame or something. So you had like kind of 2 medleys, but like not the death medley at the end.
It was a pretty 2 foot in the ground show.
Yeah. Would have been nice to see I don't even know, frame into like an axle press or something,
Even have the pros do the max wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the Hercules was sponsor driven.
Yeah, 100% was.
Yeah, JF is a master at getting sponsors.
Every
they have
event was sponsored.
And it sounds like a lot of the sponsors, because of the stream and the amount of ticket sales, are already committed to coming back. So you're probably going to see similar events next year.
Yeah.
But like good data that like everything went well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those are valid points. I think some people are just like they want people to finish every event. It's very satisfying to see that, but like no, it's North America's.
I mean, having 3 in the last or so is a little rough.
No one having a fucking chance at finishing that medley says a lot.
Yeah.
I think I was going to say the only person physically capable of doing the medley didn't have to, but I don't know if Bryce could. He couldn't do the second tire flip.
No.
There's a different level of motivation though when you know
Yeah.
you've won the show versus I'm
have to
racing
do
the guy
this.
I have to beat to win the show.
Yeah.
That event is like a Brian Shaw at his peak. That's his dream event.
Oh, 100%.
That's a Brian Shaw event.
Yeah.
Or like a Thor. Can you see? Imagine like peak Brian and Thor racing on that event,
Dude,
or peak JF on those guys.
it'd be crazy.
I'd like to see the just fingers as an event. Like each of those elements, I like them alone, but like that all together, very cool concept. Would you agree that the comp felt like old school IFSA Super Series show? Loved it because of that.
I mean, kind of because it was just super heavy.
Yeah, well, it's kind of just like it's that brand of strongman has always continued to exist in Canada. You just haven't been able to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the IFSA Fortissimus old school that never went away. No, and I think there's the cool thing. The cool thing with IFSA is they had a bunch of like repeat equipment because they had it all made. The Canadian circuit's kind of the same way. They have repeat equipment because it's just like it's what they own. It's cool. It's fabricated.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Having similar events.
Like the logs that we did have been used for decades. Like multiple pros have used them.
Yeah. I think that's a weird critique that everyone on the stream, some people on the stream and in the comments and on Reddit, they're like, why are the men using this shitty little log and the women are using a Rogue?
It's historical.
The Rogue was only used for one reason. It was to try and break a world record.
Yeah.
I don't really like that record. I don't like that reasoning either.
No.
I don't actually like but if it was an actual contest of like multiple people going for the world record, having one person say, I wanted this log is stupid.
Yeah.
When you know that Nez could open with the winning number, then I think it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
because if she was just trying to win the comp, it could be any log, she'd shoot for like a 260 or 270 and win.
Yeah.
Right? I don't like they did it, but I don't really like the notion of like Nez wanted a 12-inch Rogue. We got a 12-inch Rogue. It's also kind of a dumb log to break the record on. It's like, okay. But it's what she broke it on last time at our show. But it's just, that's all we owned. But I think people bitching about the 10-inch log, like think that it makes a big difference. People failed because they were bad at pressing. They didn't fail because it was a weird 10-inch log. Can we please have a single show without a group event so Trey can win? Trey's won shows with group events before. What was your favorite moment of all the contests? Favorite single performance?
My stone run. Dude.
Yeah, Sturg's stone run.
Stone run.
That's my favorite moment.
No, dude. Mine, Nick Wortham's stone run.
Yeah, dude. That was impressive.
Like, Nick didn't place as good as he did last year, but I think Nick is way better than he was last year.
Yeah.
And I've seen him do that stone run 3 times, and this is the first time he's finished it.
Dude, and he didn't get last on the Hercules hold.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No. Take that. But no, dude, like I don't know, I'll yell it from the rooftops. Nick Wortham is like, what's crazy is like he's a fantastic world-class strongman, and he could still be like 12th on the Americans.
Yeah.
And that's not even saying he's bad.
No, he's that B+ athlete that we always talk about. Like places.
He's a B+ in everything except grip and just does great.
Yeah.
If I was him, he should go to OSG. I'd consider America's Strongest Man. Like, I wouldn't do like SCL or anything like that's not gonna get him from where he's at to the next thing. Like his year should be like, it could honestly just be Arnold Pro-Am, OSG, North America's. Spam it over and over again until you break through.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nick is of that quality. I think he beats guys. He could beat guys that get invited to Worlds, beats guys that get invited
100%.
to Giants.
Yeah.
No problem.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah.
Something I don't know if like the average viewer knew, I don't know if Alec and then mentioned it, was that like the cars ended up being too heavy for Hercules, so they only released 1 car. And I don't think Trey knew that.
No,
Because if you watch it, he has slack and he gets pulled to the left and then is off balance for like the 15 seconds he held
lined
it.
up in the center because I think he thought both
Both
of them
were
were going to
going.
go. Just the left went. It pulled him to the left.
And then he lost his left hand like immediately, and then he talked to Jeff for like 3 minutes about it, and was like pointing at the car, and I'm like, I don't think he realized that's how that worked.
No.
I thought he's not that bad at Hercules.
No,
Like,
but there was a lot of
compared to what
guys
he's done in the
that
past.
when it got released, they were so shocked by that.
Yeah.
It's like that. But the only people would know that is if you were around for testing.
yeah.
And that's just tough. That's tough. That's also a benefit of like sitting in the tunnel and watching the people before you.
Yeah. Or just asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. How do we get Zach and Alec to be commentators for all strongman shows?
Zach's open to it. He told me if I get the America stream or have connections in it, he would go. Especially being the 105 title holder right now.
The two of them love commentating, and I think any promoter that would offer them to do it, I think they just do it because they love it. I don't even think it's a money thing. Of course, money's great, but I think the two of them
As long
just
as
love.
the travel's covered, they'd go.
Yeah, they like strongman, and it's like I think the difference between them and other people is just like the deep knowledge of like Zach, like how to do the event, the history. There's nobody who's a technician like Zach, and then like Alec just nerds out on the stats. He knows all the guys. He's gonna call people he doesn't know. Like I think there's a level of care and like deep knowledge that you get from them that you don't get from like open men doing commentary. I think open men get way too much credit for how much we know. We don't.
Yeah.
We straight up don't. I know a lot for an open man, but they would walk circles around me on like actual.
Well, because most
strongman knowledge.
Most people are focused on themselves when they're athletes.
Yeah.
But when you're a coach or you're a retired athlete, you spend more time focusing on everything else.
Yeah.
And I think there's something unique about the way Alec learned strongman. He wasn't in strongman and drastically, basically had to obsessively learn it just by an outside viewer. So that's a weird perspective. And then Zach has the benefit of nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
You can't replace 20 years of experience. And they're both like analytical minded people and understand that commentating is a craft that is practiced. Half the people who commentate don't understand it's a job that has requirements.
Yeah.
They're just like, well, I guess I just talk. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear you tell your story. over a shot of someone competing.
Yeah.
No, I hate
And
that,
now their memory of them doing an event is like,
You
well,
talking
here's
about-
your story about 2002 World's Strongest Man.
Or going to a burger place.
No, like, bro, how about you talk about the fucking event? It makes me so mad. Like, people don't understand the like how important the job they've just been offered is. Like, oh, I'm a great strongman or I'm a great strength athlete. I get to be a commentator. No, you just signed up for a job. You are in charge of how good the show is perceived to be.
Yeah, if you're commentating, focus on the actual show.
There's great time for color commentary in between people. You can tell stories, have context, but like when it's like there's so many times where we were saying something important and then like, oh, Evan Singleton's out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
We're talking about Evan Singleton doing Viking press now. And we're going to commentate on that. We're going to talk the points. What does he need to do? Technique. And it's just like lock in. Like you're doing a job. And if you're doing it well, it's exhausting. By the end of the day, like Alec didn't want to talk to anybody. Zach's brain was fried on the flight home. He's like, I can't think right now. And I'm like, yeah, it's that hard.
Yeah.
It's a super important job. Which women should be invited, the final invites to Rogue based on this last weekend? I don't think Jackie Oshevsky is not invited yet. I think she totally should be. She was on the bubble after the Arnold. I think that's a lock at this point. Jackie Rhodes' stock is a little down, unfortunately, as a Jackie Rhodes fan.
What the lady that got fourth?
Bailey could be an alternate. I don't know if she'd get an
Bailey-
invite right away or not.
Bailey's done really well at shows that don't have Rogue points.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if she's on Rogue's radar, but she should be.
Yeah.
I know, like, Katie Blunden after the Arnold was kind of on the bubble, too. She was her first Arnold, did okay. And then she didn't win Australia's Strongest. She lost to... I'm spacing on the name. She only dropped 1 point in the whole show.
Dang,
And
really?
beat Katie Blunden. Oh, I'm going to feel so bad about this.
I don't know.
I know who
Australian-
this is. Wow, I'm a bad person. Roast me in the comments because you know me and I have messaged you and you've talked to me and I'm a piece of shit.
Dude,
But-
good thing you're not a commentator.
I know I didn't do my research before this episode.
Damn, dude.
I'm a piece of shit open man who didn't do their research.
Damn tough, dude.
But back in 2002,
Well, okay, like how do you feel about somebody like Sam Beliveau? I think Sam did a weird disservice to herself not doing the show,
Yeah.
which I don't really know why she didn't do. That's her business.
but if we're going off of last year, she had a rough Rogue. 3 or 4 zeros.
That's true. That's tough.
Real bad.
But what sucks is like, this is my kind of argument. Like, there's certain girls that only do Rogue and Arnold, and if they do good, they come back. If they don't do good, they still seemingly come back. Everything Sam did outside of Rogue and Arnold, she won. Like, it's weird that there's no reward for competing and winning. Right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like at worst, Sam should still be an alternate. I know we're entering an era where like the middleweight woman doing the open show, that's almost done.
Yeah.
That's like 2 years from now, we're never going to see it again. But I don't know. I think if Sam would have done this last weekend, I think she would have for sure been top 5. I'm pretty confident she could have gotten 4th in the show. Like, Jackie historically has lost to Sam, but I think Jackie is improving enough that Jackie may have beat
It
Sam.
was heavy.
It was heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like, Sam is a really weird spot for invites. I'm trying to think of other women haven't considered. The OSG lineup, like they had England's strongest or Britain's strongest woman. I have a hard time inviting women off that roster, like Lucy and Rebecca Roberts, of course, but like the rest of the field is like masters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not like, you're very, very good, but I have a hard time being like,
You're
Our
ready
top-
for Rogue.
our top 10 in the world is 40 plus. Yes, if you're Andrea, but even Andrea is like coming off injury and like has miles on the body. Like,
Yeah.
if I was Rogue, I would be investing in like the younger crop of like, you can't make your all-stars of the sport over 40.
No.
No, and that might be a slightly biased opinion, but I don't want to do that. All right, let's do a couple more and we're done.
Yep.
Did Alec compare his hands to athletes? A
He
couple
did.
women made a point to do so.
And
they-
most had bigger hands.
most of them have bigger hands. Okay, I'm just gonna address it. Do I think there was something wrong with the tractor for Evan's pull? No. Nobody stands to benefit from that There's no conspiracy. It wouldn't be a conspiracy. At worst, it would be like an error.
And I think if you look back at the stream, I think it was the floor for everybody. The people slowed down right where he stopped and had to grind through it.
There was a weird spot.
area there with those big tractor tires that, like, I think you dealt with it too. It was like you start to slow down. I'm like, oh, don't lose that momentum.
It was just his
10
feet in.
His shoes were not good, unfortunately, and he lost the momentum. And
I think the only people, aside from Tom Evans, that like kept constant movement had beautiful technique.
yeah,
Tom Evans just applied force and effort. Tom Evans would admit his technique was ass, but he just applied more effort. And I think Evan there's a lot to be desired on his technique. I don't think there's anything wrong. I just think he got caught in a rut, and if he didn't, if he didn't completely reset and do it like a perfect start, I don't think he'd get out of that rut.
Well, yeah, the floor went like this. It was like uphill. There was a little peak, and then it would go downhill.
yeah.
I think
Right where
the
they ended.
sensation of the brake being on may have just been you got the rear or the front tire in a rut of the parking lot that everyone else's momentum carried them through, but you got stuck in it.
Yeah.
That's going to feel like the brakes
That's what it
on.
looked like.
Yeah.
If you put a small rock in front of a wheel, it feels like the brakes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like getting a 27,000 pound thing to go up. If you have momentum, it'll hit the thing, momentum will carry up. With no momentum having to go slightly up, like it could even be just a little divot like this in the parking lot. It's fucked, and it's going to feel like the brakes are on.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't think the brakes were on. There was no conspiracy. I think it was just an unfortunate time to slow down and have bad technique.
I will say, every time I hit one of those lines in the parking lot, my foot slipped. Every single
It's
time.
a different texture.
Paint was way slicker, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these are about like what we would change on the stream. Was the medley a failure? We already talked on that. Who was the best leg wrestler overall? Nez, as far as women
Guardione.
goes. Nick Guardione came in. Jake was the standing men's champion. Guardione beat the brakes off him and retired.
That's only because Jake fucking...
Jake did cheat when he went
He
against
cheated
you.
and he hurt my leg. We were just practicing because he'd never done it before, and so we put our legs up, and we were like, we said beforehand, don't go. We're just gonna see if we can do it. I put my leg around, and he just fucking goes and flips me over and like straightened my leg, and my right leg didn't feel good.
He said he had no mobility, and that was just the pressure that pushes in his legs.
Jake was also drunk. Yeah, Jake was also drunk, and he felt so bad. He apologized like 10 times. He was like, I'm so sorry, Sturg.
How did everyone react to the hairpins and Mjolnir pendants? This is our world's strongest blacksmith. I think everyone thought they were cool.
Yeah, they're very unique.
Yeah, so he's a blacksmith that makes cool things. He made some hair clips for the ladies. He actually sent some extras, which is really cool. We got to send those home with like, for the female athletes, we could send them home for their daughters and stuff like that. So those are very, very well received. It's a little subtle thing. It's like, it's a little take home.
Yeah.
Stuff like that's cool. And they're custom made. They're handmade. I thought that was a sweet thing that like is just as cool. Like it's great to give us money, but have something that actually directly contributes to the athletes. Big win.
Yeah.
I had like 3 or 4 questions about how did I feel being there, not competing, and I got that question about 200 times while I was there. That kind of sucked. But I still like took my normal like 200 pictures with people and like signed stuff and like was still a part of it. And I think it was just an opportunity to still contribute in a way that like wasn't lifting rocks.
Yeah.
Of course, I would prefer to be competing. There was only 2 really hard moments for me. One, when Trey just dog walked the log. It's like that bums me out.
Yeah.
Because like we have both opened at the weight that he won with. Like we could have had a day.
Yeah.
We could have done 455, like 485, and then 510. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's figure it out.
It would have been sick.
Would have been sick. And then the stones, because I have a personal vendetta against those stones, and I want to finish them.
Also, if you wouldn't have gotten injured, I think you would have done really good on that medley too.
Yeah, tire flip is going well.
Yeah.
I was figuring it out.
You were. Yeah.
I was getting good at tire flip.
You were. Yeah.
This sucks. And now I'm just never going to do tire flip again.
No.
I maybe eventually, but right now mentally, I'm not in a place where I could do it. I couldn't even watch the event.
Yeah.
The only heat I watched in its entirety was Tom Evans because I went out there to help him. I couldn't mentally watch it.
No.
I was scared the whole time, and I know that's just it's too fresh.
Yeah.
But man, that was tough. What do I think the chances of me winning are? I'm not going to really entertain that. I didn't do it. North America's is a weird something that like if you want to watch good strongman, and understand like the subtleties. That's 8 hard events out in the sun. The amount of guys that like bombed events that they were good at was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person that didn't bomb an event was Bryce,
Yeah.
and he won. But like, there's a lot of guys. I've podiumed twice. On both times I podiumed to that show, I bombed 1 or 2 events. At SMO on an 8-event, 16-man lineup, I've bombed 1 or 2 events and podiumed twice. It can happen.
Yeah.
You just have to have a higher average.
So second place was a high chance.
Honestly, though, yeah.
I've got the model to get second place.
Yeah. I mean,
At worst, third.
I know you won't do it, but I'll do it. I mean, there wasn't a single event that I think you would have bombed out. Even the Hercules hold, I think you would have been mid-pack.
Mid-pack. Is that 22-second mark is where everybody
That was
started
the big
failing.
line, yeah.
The truck pull, I think you would have won. I think you would have figured it out.
1 or second.
Then yeah.
Log, I think you would have won.
Or second.
And
Viking 1 or second.
Yep. Yeah.
Probably second.
Deadlift, 1 or second, maybe third.
Probably third. Rayum was very good, and Trey is a step above.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident, like watching the Tom Evans and Bryce Heat, both of them tying at 9.
Yeah.
I think we have very comparable deadlifts.
Yeah.
And I've done that setup before.
Stones, I think you would have been pretty
Finished
good
it.
on. Yeah,
I think
you
I
would
could
have
finish
Top
it.
3.
You would have been, top 2 or 3 on that.
Conan's wheel,
You would have done fine.
I do fine at it. It's my best front carry.
Yeah.
A lap and a half was this big wall.
5, probably.
Top 5 in the field that big. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the final medley
And
You reached
is
the
the
power-
question mark.
You probably would have gotten to the stairs.
Probably
maybe
gotten
1
a
or 2.
stair or 2 stairs.
Yeah, which would have been top
that's
2 on the
points.
event. You probably would have been.
It's fine.
Would've been
I've
podium.
intentionally avoided this thought experiment because it makes me sad.
You would have podiumed.
I probably would have had a good shot at battling with the guys.
Yeah.
I don't want to like. I hate doing that. Like if you're not in the show, like I could have won.
Yeah.
Like no, you didn't do the show.
It wasn't you doing that though. It was me.
I know. Holy shit. We had one guy ask like 8 questions. I got to address one of these at least.
Yeah, one and we'll wrap it up.
Have we caught up with England's strongest man? Yeah. It was fine. Max, yeah, it was actually, honestly, like the podium was sick. Good on those guys finally getting their big podium at a giant show. The world's about to figure out who Joe Oliver is. Joe Oliver's really good.
Dumbbell medley.
He's pretty well known for like his pressing.
Yeah.
But I think he's a good complete strongman. And then like Ben Glasscock continues to be better than people realize.
Yeah.
Andy Flynn, people are really realizing how good he is.
Yeah.
Maxime Boudreau, why was it so sad to watch? I'm like, yeah, dude, I get it. I wanted to be in the show too. This is actually an interesting question. Well, does Bryce deserve a rogue spot? Yes. Did you guys have to use a 300-foot Ethernet? No. We got it done with a 200.
Hell yeah, we did.
Hell yeah.
The 300 doesn't even work, so thankfully.
What are the odds James honors Sturgis pro card? 0.
0.
Okay, final
Start a
question.
petition.
Because we've kind of talked about this. Why do you think we see high-level women's masters but not men's?
I think it's probably because if I just had to guess, men just go at it super hard. They tend to. And then their bodies get destroyed before they even get to masters.
Women care about their long-term health a lot more, I think.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them want families and different things throughout their career.
There's a
where
lot of
guys
men
just send it.
Drugs, in some ways, affect women more, but their total dosages are lower.
Yeah.
Like, they're not destroying their health the way the men are.
Yeah.
I think another piece of context is like, for many, many years, the depth of the open women has been pretty low. There's not a lot of like 200 to 300 pound strong women that can move on the planet, or that are interested in strongman. Right? There's getting to be more. There's finally some depth in the women's class, open class. I think this thing happens with the men, where like you get about 5 years in, the next batch of guys is coming up, and you either adapt or you get replaced. That didn't happen for like 15 years with the women, and especially it was the biggest in the UK.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of masters UK athletes that are still world class in their 40s or trying to still be world class in their 40s. For a long time, there was no replacement for them. And they could still hang with the up and coming girls because maybe some of those 40 plus women were these crazy genetic outliers, and the women coming up, maybe not as crazy genetic outliers. But like now that like Nez and AJ are here, and like Katie Blundin's coming. Like, there's a lot of these girls coming up. And I think the quality of the Arnold Pro M is better and better every year. The quality of OSG is better and better every year.
If you give it 3 or 4 years, the level.
The 40 pluses are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And honestly, I think the only one of the 40 plus women that's like legit a contender still is Olga.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 40 plus are gone, and the middleweights and stuff.
Yeah,
are
they're just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
they're gonna have the open women are gonna have their own.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like the pro men.
Mm-hmm.
Like the notion of a 105 man jumping into a pro men show and winning is like that's never gonna fucking happen.
No.
I could fall down in an event
Yeah.
and still beat all the 105s.
Yeah.
There's certain events that a middleweight could win,
It's Zach McCarley.
but it's like like
Yeah.
but like
I want to see him at Magnus.
remember the day we went and did sandbags in the parking garage?
Mm-hmm.
You would be like, oh, a middleweight could win in a sandbag steeplechase. Yeah, if the bags were 260 and 300.
Yeah.
But if the final bag's 375, Zach has to load up and get ready for a 370.
Yeah,
A real open pro is like, I'm picking that bitch and running.
Yeah.
true.
If you make the weights real pro weights, 105s can't hang. If you make them Giants Live weights, they can maybe hang. But then the thing is, you look back at England this last weekend, Giants Lives is maybe they're listening to the critique. Giants Lives is getting heavy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing 880 deadlift for reps all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I think everyone's decided that the heavy set of stones is probably not heavy enough anymore.
They're having a 265 dumbbell at the end of a medley.
And they have 250 kilo power stairs and people are sprinting the whole medley.
Yeah.
Right? Giants maybe could afford to get heavier. Also, they're heavier than the show they qualify for. OSG is also heavier than World's Strongest Man aside from a few events.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
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 Let's make worlds heavier.
Super heavy.
I got close. Did a bunch of speed boy events and they gave me one squat.
It's crazy, dude.
They gave us a squat.
They gave me a squat and I still didn't make it.
Overall score, you were what, 4th?
Yeah, and I skipped the last event.
Tough, dude.
I know.
That's crazy.
I love World's Finals events.
Oh yeah.
I just never get to do them.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. If they bring back like 2016 to 2018 Worlds,
Sick. Yes.
Yeah.
I also like, let's say, even if they do something for reps, like I want to see like, Viking press, 400 in hand for reps.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see who the strongest is.
Yeah.
Sit down, Englishman.
Yeah, I want 8 reps to win.
Yeah.
I want
Tough
I want
reps.
I want a pre-diabetic American to show you what pressing is.
Yeah, dude. I want
And
the whole final to weigh 12,000 pounds.
And then, but then the two super athletic dudes with abs kick our ass in deadlift. Reno and Mitch just beat the brakes off us. And if Patty makes it, Patty beats the brakes off us. But I like a truck pull, like the tractor pull at America's. Let's find out who's the strongest.
Yeah.
I bet it's Andrade.
Prop. Yeah.
It's probably Austin.
Yeah. On
But I
that.
know, Mitch still finds a way to still kick our ass even when it's heavy. All right, I think that was a good episode. We went for a while. Thank you to the whole team that flew up and basically it was 6 days out of your lives
Yeah.
with really hard travel days on both ends. A lot of people fronted their own expenses.
Miserable.
Some people on the team don't want to get paid back. So like there's a lot
Rob
of
had to
just
sleep on a couch the whole weekend.
Rob slept on the couch in Jake's bedroom. Not bedroom, in his room.
It was right next to the bed. It was really
It
weird.
was at the
actually.
foot of the bed.
They moved it upstairs.
No, yeah, the team did something really, really hard to make that happen. The sponsors, we got basically halfway to where we needed to be financially just with the sponsors. And yeah, it was a big feat and we did it.
If we have all of you for at least a month. So if you want to see members only content, let us know what you want to see because we're back to making videos this week.
Yeah.
We took a couple days off, but
My thought, and people can tell me in the comments, the two things I want to probably do maybe two videos a week, maybe for sure one, but maybe a single topic video every week where we just kind of talk. Maybe I do it live, maybe I don't, but a single topic video, like a strongman topic. But everyone who's subscribed to the channel, they subscribed because they like viewing strongman. They're not necessarily strongman themselves.
yeah.
So something we wanted to do for a really long time is find non-copyrighted old strongman shows. Like I believe all the IFSA shows, no one owns the copyright to those. They're just on YouTube. And we can make videos where we're just a little box in the corner commenting on it, copyright free.
Yeah.
I think the members only video would be watching old shows with fresh commentary and talking history.
That'd be cool.
Because everyone who's subscribed just loves strongman.
And the thing is, if it's members only, as long as we have an overlay on the screen and us, those aren't monetized videos. Like, we don't have to monetize the members' videos. So copyright doesn't matter as long as it's not a current TV show.
Sure.
Like, we can't watch Worlds from this year because they can actually copyright strike us. Anything that's been put onto YouTube, we can legally watch. We just might not be able to do ads on it, which we're not going to do ads for our members anyways.
Yeah, the members need to pay nothing more.
Yeah. So
So I think that'd be sick. We could do the IFSA shows. We could do Fortissimus.
Yeah.
We could. I'd love to do
Old
that
Worlds.
once, maybe twice a month. It'd be so sick.
or even if you guys have like favorite strongman clips or events that you think like you want us to see, we could put together like a media share of like 20 clips that we break down each event and like what was so crazy about that performance. Things like that. We just want to share as much as we can with you while we have you guys as members and continue that till the next live.
And if people want to stay on and keep supporting the channel, we will make it worth your while. We just have to essentially use this next few months to build a routine around that. Like we have our normal shit and we have our members only stuff. And if we can add value to keep you guys around, we will.
Yeah. But we appreciate everybody that, made this happen because while it was a lot of work, we couldn't have done it out of our own pocket.
No. All right. Let's shut her down there and let's go train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Re-break.
All right. So get into the podcast. Huh?